icebreaker, Tracy Franklin.
Previously, at a Toastmasters speech competition, when we last left Tracy, she told us about reaching a milestone age and how her doctor explained away all of her health concerns with the mere fact that she had just turned 40. But new evidence suggests that perhaps there was something else, something that affects many of us in this room here today. And I'm not just talking about your Toastmasters membership fees. No, friends, I'm talking about stress. Madam Contest Chair, fellow Toastmasters, and friends, I was still dealing with some fatigue and some weight gain, so my doctor thought it would be best if I saw a stress management counselor. Let's call him Michael, because that is his name. My first sessions with Michael went okay. He talked about time management, unhealthy thinking styles, and setting realistic goals. But about 4 sessions in, Michael said that he thought that I was holding back, and that if I really wanted to make progress, I should just lay it all out there. So I did. Yeah, for that hour, I told him everything that was going on in his mind. Yeah, I talked to him about being a business owner and that financial burden of feeling like you have to work just to get some sort of security for your family. And then I talked about being a mom and a business owner. I worry about, am I spending enough time with my kids, their hopes, their dreams, their aspirations? And then I talked about being a wife and a mom and a business owner, and how my husband and I have to work together, and he has OCD issues and I have control issues. And sometimes when we're together, it's like a tragic sitcom. And by the time I looked over at Michael, there he was, just rubbing his eyes. And when he finally spoke, he said, "Wow, that is a lot, Tracy. I don't even really know where to start with all that, so that's hard." I said, "I know. Do you want to talk about it?" But I walked out of that appointment feeling kind of good about myself, because sometimes I felt like these sessions were like epic battles. And this was one where I came out the victor. That's right, score 1 for the stressed out mom. Don't get me wrong, I did the exercises, I did. I did the deep breathing, I did the meditation, but one day, Michael and I were at an impasse, and it was over a cup of tea. Let me explain. You see, my homework that week was that I was to sit down every day at 10 to 4 and have a cup of tea. But not just have a cup of tea, but actually enjoy a cup of tea. The warmth of the cup, the smell of the tea, be one with the tea. And it's not the tea that was the issue, no, it was the timing of the tea. You see, in my life I have what's called crunch time. And crunch time for me starts at 10 after 4, when I have to pick up my kids off the school bus. Then from 4:30 to 6, I have customer checkout time. Then at 6 o'clock, I have to make dinner, feed the kids, help them with their homework, have them brush their teeth, get a bath, and get into bed. So the moments leading up to crunch time, I like to spend preparing for crunch time, tying up all the loose ends, go for crunch time. So I don't really want to be having a cup of tea. And when I explained that to Michael, he said to me, "Tracy, what is the worst thing that could happen if you sat down and had a cup of tea?" I said, "I don't really care, Michael. I don't want to sit down and have a cup of tea." And he said, "Tracy, I hear what you're saying, but what is the worst thing that could happen if you sat down and had a cup of tea?" Now, I understand his point. Obviously, the world is not going to end if I sit down and have a cup of tea. But my point is this: if you force me to sit down and have a cup of tea at 10 to 4, chances are I'm not really going to enjoy the tea. The warmth of the cup, the smell of the tea, be one with the tea. No. Chances are I'm going to be thinking about all the things I wish that I could have been doing had I not been forced to sit down and have that stupid cup of tea, which, in my opinion, defeats the purpose of the tea in the first place. And it was at this point when Michael said to me, "Tracy, I think we need to stop and discuss if this relationship is working for the two of us. That's right. I was about to get the breakup speech from my stress management counselor. I am not making this up. This is a 100% true story. And it shocked me so much so that I actually said the words, Michael, are you breaking up with me? And although his words said no, his eyes said yes, and I'm pretty sure I heard him say, it's not me, Tracy, it's you. And I thought, wait, what? Doesn't that go the other way? And by the time I knew it, there I was feeling all the emotions that one feels when they go through a breakup. I mean, I went through denial. I was looking at this man going, this isn't very professional. And then the sadness hit. Tears welled up behind my eyes, and I don't know whether or not it was because I had actually had an emotional connection with this person, or if it was because I had clearly stressed out my stress management counselor. What does that say about me? And by the time I was driving home, I hit the anger stage, and I was all, you don't break up with me, Michael. I break up with you. And I did. I booked one more appointment, and then I canceled it. Right at the 24-hour notice mark, you find someone as stressed out as I am, Michael, to fill that spot last minute, mister. And then I hit the whole, what have I done? Maybe I should do one more appointment. Just one more appointment. Now finally, I have reached the acceptance phase. I have. Yes. I have accepted the fact that I clearly need a therapist to help me deal with the breakup of my stress management counselor. Or I could just keep doing this, right? Toastmasters. Because you guys are like my group therapy. And if you think about it, our Toastmasters membership fees are way cheaper than therapy.